everybody, welcome back to Chefing with Chefry. I hope you're doing all right. So today I'm going to start my kitchen basics classes. So I'm going to be searing a steak, do a Hasselback sweet potato to go with it, and it's going to be, I want to say 6 or 7 ingredients or less, just to keep it simple. But I do want to take this time to do a shout out to Streamer Galaxy. They are on Discord and Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of Discord before, but it is really cool. It's a cool place where you can chat and just have a good time with the friends and fellow streamers. I'm not a streamer personally, but I do upload videos on YouTube and everything, and my sister Jessica, aka Daddy Jessicers, gave me an invite, and it's been one of the best things that I think I have done because they're so, they motivate you, they cheer you on, they bring the hype. And speaking of bringing the hype, I want to shout out J-Bomb and his son Michael. I watch his stream a lot, and his son Michael's a really cool kid, and always asks me to bring him food, but I know we're on opposite sides of the country, but maybe one day it'll happen, buddy. Thank you for always doing that. So today, like I said, I'm gonna be making some steak. I've got me a nice New York strip. I've got rosemary, butter, garlic. Keep it simple. I'm gonna teach you how to do a good hard sear on it, to seal in all those beautiful juices and everything. So now let's get cooking. Doing a nice New York strip here. I've got some garlic and rosemary. I'm gonna do a Hasselback sweet potato. I've also got salt, pepper, and I'm gonna count butter as an ingredient, but I'm not gonna count the olive oil as an ingredient. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. I mean, if you want to count salt and pepper, 6, 7, 8, and olive oil. But I feel like those are just standards in every kitchen, and they shouldn't really count. But you know, it's okay. Focus. So there's that nice New York strip. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is get your sweet potato, because this is gonna take a lot longer to cook than the steak will. First thing you need to do is figure out how this potato likes to sit. Find the flat spot. Find the spot that it's most comfortable at, because if not, it's gonna roll back and forth constantly, and this is gonna be annoying. Get something like chopsticks, or we have these metal straws. Just hold it like that. I'm also gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees. So I'm doing another self-recorded video here, so I hope this will turn out all right. Got my knife here. The straws are gonna do is they're gonna stop the knife from going all the way through the potato, because you're gonna want this to open up and kind of feather out, and then you're gonna have thin slices on it, but it's still gonna be a whole potato, so it's gonna be pretty cool. So here we go, let's give it a whirl. Of course, down here it's not gonna really work, but so you just want to eyeball this part without going all the way through. You don't want to go all the way down because you want it to stay together. Now I'm getting to the point of the potato to where I can hit the straws, and see it stops you right there. And you can see, and you can see that it's not all the way through the potato, and it's not gonna just peel off. Remember, when you're holding your knife, hold it like this. This is the proper way to hold a knife, not like this. Put your finger away. You want to grip it just like that. Keep your fingers out of the way of the blade. You can see that it's resting on my finger right here. And you can see, after years of using a knife, I've got a nice callus there. That's how you know you gotta doing good knife cuts, or holding the knife properly. But at first, you're gonna get nasty blisters. And sometimes I do too still, but it is what it is. Now look here, look what you got. It's kind of like an accordion. And make sure you wash this first, of course, but I already did. And these ones I can go down a little bit further because it's not opening up like the rest of it is. So let me fix that real quick. And I cut that butt off because it was not good. I'll do a little bit more here too. See, look at that. Looks nice and didn't go all the way through. But, yep. Now what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of the butter and some of the rosemary, and a little bit of the garlic. I'll put it in this little cup here. I'm gonna melt it in the microwave so I can pour it over top the potato, so the potato's nice and seasoned. Let's go ahead and get this rosemary. I'm gonna take this just like that, pull it right off the stem, put it in my cup. You can cut it up a little bit if you want, you don't have to. And to me, fresh rosemary is better than dry. Some herbs are better dry, in people's opinions, but rosemary gets really prickly when it's dry, and it's literally like chewing on evergreen tree almost, or pine needles. It's not very good. Now let me get a bulb of garlic here. Take it, smash it like so. Peel off that skin. I'm gonna take off this little piece here too. Then I'm gonna get my garlic press, roll it back and forth. You can see that it comes through very nicely. I know y'all have seen me do it before, but I've taken my knife in there and taken it out. I cringe every time I watch my video when I do that because I'm ruining the blade. So take your garlic, put it in just like that. Get all that goodness in there. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of butter, probably about a tablespoon or less, probably less. Maybe a little bit more. And of course, good old S&P. Never forget the salt and pepper. I love lots and lots of pepper. Stick this in the microwave now for 30 seconds, just to get it to melt. And I'm also gonna grab my sheet pan. Line your sheet pan with foil, like so. Sometimes the potatoes like to stick. Put that on there. Grab out the oil, the butter, and the rosemary garlic. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Just look at that. You can hear it sizzle. We get a basting brush, like so. Take it, swirl it around some. Make sure it gets down in there. Put this all on top. Let that flavor permeate the potato. Permeate potato. All right. I'm gonna stick it in the oven. Actually, let me bring you with me. Got the camera. You can see how good that looks. So now I'm gonna take it, put it in my oven. Make sure it's standing upright, like that. And I would probably let this go for at least half an hour to 45 minutes to start off with. Remember, I just did shout out the Discord. If you would like an invite to that, I will put it in the description of this video, or you can just message me on my Instagram page or my Facebook page and I'll totally send it to you. It's definitely a helpful, very, very helpful place, a very positive place, and it's really cool and all that good stuff. Also, I wanted to take this time to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I have reached 100 this week and that's a huge goal for me. I know it's not much, but it's just really cool to see that there's 100 people out there who definitely want to keep watching my channel. Oven's preheated finally, but it just really shows that people care, and I really do appreciate you. And also, I'm on Twitter now, so find me on Twitter. Right, pro tip here: take your steak, put it on some paper towel, pat it dry, get rid of that extra moisture, so when you go to sear it really hard, that it won't have all those juices and steam, because the steam prevents the proper sear. I'll put salt. Oh, let me turn on the burner. Let me turn on the burner first. Today I'm gonna use the trusty cast iron skillet. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. This will give me a really good sear. You wanna get this bad boy screaming hot before you put your steak in it. Because in order to get a good sear, it needs to be super hot. I'm also gonna turn on the fan, I'm sorry. Probably gonna turn it on high, because you want it to smoke a little bit. Because once it gets close to the smoke point, you know it's super hot. All right, back to here. All right, pat it dry, grind some salt and pepper on it. You need to just keep it simple. A good steak doesn't need to be covered up in sauce or a whole bunch of seasonings. Although, blackened steak is really good, just so you know. I like a lot of pepper. Pepper is really good on steak, of course. And then I got pink Himalayan sea salt here. So you just want to coat this pretty evenly here. All this flavor gets in it. And that's all I'm gonna season the outside with. But as I'm cooking, I'm gonna take the rosemary and some garlic and I'm gonna put it in with some butter and I'm gonna, you know, lap it over it, spoon it over top of it so that flavor gets all over the steak and helps sear it a little bit. So since I'm waiting for the pan to heat up, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple cloves of garlic going here so I don't have to do it while my steak's cooking and I burn my steak. That's no fun. Lots at stake here. That was bad. I apologize. But you love it. It's okay, I know. There we go, garlic's ready to roll. So you got my steak here. Sorry, I blocked the light. I'm gonna bring it closer to the pan. Can see, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's starting to get a little wavy. That's a good sign that it's starting to get hot. Give it a good swirl around here. Make sure everything's coated. Can you see the wavy? Yeah, you can just a little bit. It stops trying to focus on it. But yeah, get it hot. There's also maybe slightly a little bit of bacon grease in here because my brother-in-law cooked bacon in it. That's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna make it better. Here we go. You can see we're smoking. I'm gonna take the steak with a pair of tongs. With the salt and peppered side first, I'm gonna drop it in there first. Turn the fan on high now. I wanna make my detectors go off. I'm gonna fix the angle just a little bit here so y'all can see me too. I'll bring the salt and pepper back over. All right, let me fix this real quick. I like to see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh God, the pepper. All right, take some salt and pepper and do the same to this side. Coat it completely. Get that flavor in there. Get it in there. All right, so a cool way here to tell what doneness your steak's gonna be at is to take your hand like this. All right, see my hand? Like this, you press here, that's gonna be rare. This is medium rare, this is medium well, and this is well done. You can tell by the firmness in that part of your thumb right there, right here. See, that's well done, rare, medium rare, medium well, and well done. You can also use your trusty thermometer here. You're gonna wanna cook it to about 125, 130, 35-ish in that general range. Probably 120-ish range better, because if you overcook it, all those juices are gonna leave the steak, and then you're gonna have a dry steak, which is no fun for anyone. Woo! Didn't know it, but I guess I'm a poet and didn't know it. Pretty cool. But yeah, you can see it. It's doing its thing here. Let me come in for you so you can see it. Let me show you. I don't want to get too close with the camera, so I'm gonna zoom in. Remember, you gotta touch that handle, use the towel. Now, you can also use a different kind of oil, but I prefer to use olive oil because it's a better oil to use. But the bad side to that is it has a lower smoke point. Sorry, you're just gonna have to work with me here. It's got a lower smoke point, so it's gonna smoke up a lot faster. If you want to use an oil with a higher... Oh shoot. That was almost real bad, guys. That was almost real bad. Well, you guys would have killed me. And so would have Pinoy Rice Boy, aka Jeremy, my brother-in-law. But let's go ahead and take a peek at this side of the steak, see what it looks like. You can see how it's getting that nice crusty sear there. That's a good sign. Move it around a little bit. Make sure it stays real hot. The point of the sear is obviously for flavor, of course, but it also seals in the flavor, and it gives the steak, keeps the steak really juicy and delicious. We'll go ahead and, you need to leave it alone. Just let it do its thing for a little bit. Check back in a second. All right, I'm gonna give her a flip. And I'm gonna bring you over real quick so you can see this beautiful sear that I got. Take a look at that. Look at that, the salt and pepper, you got a nice sear on the outside. You want the fat to cook up and render a little bit. It's gonna be a delicious steak, I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully the smoke detectors don't go off today. I'm watching you, buddy. Watching you. So this steak is about a 1-pounder. So it's pretty big, and it's got pretty decent thickness. It's about an inch or so thick. So the steak's going pretty good now. I'm going to check the other side with you real quick so we can see what it looks like. Time has come. Throw in your butter, and that melts some. Look at it go. Add your garlic in, and a whole bunch of rosemary in there. Really get this rosemary flavor going. Take this, roll it around, get it all in the butter. Distribute it, grab some. Grab a spoon. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. If you could smell this rosemary. You want to take your butter, you can throw this on top like that. And start lapping the butter. Ooh, I touched the skillet. Ooh, that was hot. Take your butter, start lapping it over the top like that. I'm going to set this camera down so I can do it. I can't do it with it properly. Here we go. That'll do. See this, so I can see. There we go. Take your pan, turn this a little bit. Tilt your butter towards one of the sides so it starts to pull up. This is also going to take some of that beef fat that came out of your steak. See how beautiful that looks. You can see the butter starting to bubble up a little bit while I do it. Kind of sears the outside of the steak just a smidge while I do it. It's important. Alright, I'm gonna flip her to the other side. Give both sides some loving. Get all that butter to one side again. Keep doing the same thing. Oh, it smells so good. Give that a good look. for the sake of the video, I'm gonna take my thermometer. This is gonna make juices leave this steak, so just keep that in mind. See, we're right at where I want to be. It's a little over where I want it to be, so we're gonna take it out and let it rest like that. Sorry, I'm in the light, but you can really see how nice that looks. Oops. All right, it's 3:48. Now we're gonna let this sit and rest and do its thing for about 5 to 10 minutes. Because what you want to do, what it's gonna do is it's gonna take the fats and the juices all back up into the steak. Because when a steak cooks, the cells release all the liquid, and letting it sit lets the cells reabsorb that liquid back into it and redistribute all of the juices back throughout the steak. If you cut it now, it would just ooze all over the cutting board, and you would lose all of the juice, and your steak would be depressing. All right, it's been 10 minutes. I took the potato out of the oven. I don't remember when I put it in, but it's probably been close to 30 to 45 minutes. Now, time to present and plate the steak. Oh, I'll take this off. Go ahead and put the potato on here. Potato is nice and soft. So this is gonna be yummy. All right, I'll take the steak, spin it this way. You can see all those juices that came out. Take it, I'm gonna cut it at a little bit of an angle, just like that. Instead of straight up and down, I'm gonna go just like this, at a little bit of a bias. Cut into it. Let's look at it. Look at that, got some good pink in there. I don't like my steak still mooing when I eat it, so I like it just a little bit closer to the medium side. Take some of the steak, plate it like this, so you can get a good look at it. That. Now you could totally, ooh, you can't see it. See, look at that. Yay, it's my favorite time. It's trying time. Trying time. Grab my fork here. Grab a knife. Even though it's a butter knife, it'll still work. Sorry, I don't know why I did that accent. Cut the steak here. So what I ended up doing with the potato and the steak is I took some of the sauce, the pan sauce, just the butter and the fat that came out of the steak, and drizzled it over top, and I took some stuff off the cutting board as well. So this looks like it should be pretty good. So tender, so juicy, so juicy. You totally cook the steak to the exact preference you like. Cheese. You can taste the rosemary, garlic, the deliciousness, man. So good. And for some sweet potato here, you can see it's still steaming. Whoa. That sweet potato is so good. You could add some sour cream and some chives to it, but me, I'm just good old plain Jane here. And it's delicious. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this it's kitchen basics is I think what I'm gonna call it. So kitchen basics video on searing a steak. That's the main point. And I didn't put too much effort into the sweet potato because it's just a side dish. But cooking a steak is very essential, and you need to cook it to the preference and the doneness that the customer or your family members or friends want. It's very, very important. Like I said, thank you for watching. I am now on Twitter at Chef and Chefry. I'm also on Instagram. Use the hashtag Chef and with Chefry when you are cooking, taking pictures of food, and everything like that. Also find me on Facebook at Chef and with Chefry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot that you all are really reaching out and helping me out. And remember, if you want the invite to the Streamer Galaxy Discord, just let me know. I'll send it to you. All right? Have a good one, and see you soon. Totally forgot to say something really important. Today is also my mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you, and thank you for everything you've done with me, and for me. And also, my dad's birthday just passed, and we planned on going up there to visit him, but things happened and we couldn't make it, so definitely happy birthday, belated birthday to you too. We love you. Awesome. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.